one of the most difficult and challenging things in life to overcome and heal. Oh, you guys are in my... Hold up. Can you forgive me? That's the first step. Learn forgiveness. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Okay. Can you hear me now? All right, good. Okay. So, is to heal our heart. Relationships, breakups, grief. When we're committed to something and it disappears or it gets removed from our life, out of our control. That's the main thing, is that we don't really have control over those things I just mentioned. What we do have control over is alcoholism. So another thing that's come to my attention for my own personal growth is, I can talk a lot about alcoholism and alcoholism recovery. And I can talk a lot about narcissistic abuse recovery. And that's not because I'm a therapist. I'm not. We don't do therapy together. We face the grit, real life. We get down and dirty. It's tough love. Gosh, that looks pretty. I feel like I'm in that movie, What Dreams May Come. You guys might not be familiar if you're not as old as I am. Woo! I'm 54. I got sober when I was 45. Like for reals, like this time around. I'm almost 10 years sober. It's coming around the bend. She'll be coming around the bend with not picking up a drink, alcoholic drink. So we don't have control over heartbreak, grief, getting fired from a job, a company shutting down, friends ghosting us. And that's why it's so challenging. Because we want some kind of closure. And unfortunately, in most of all of those circumstances, except for maybe a job being fired, we have no control and we cannot force closure. Especially, well, for one, death. I mean, we have to just make peace. And if it was like we were already like not in a good situation with that person, the only really way to make peace with that is to, write a letter, an apology, and maybe, do some kind of ceremony at a grave or however. But with a relationship, if it ends and there's like zero closure, it was toxic. It was toxic to begin with. So what I can tell you is that I've learned is like, be grateful. Be grateful that it's no longer in your life. Be grateful that it's no longer in your life because you're meant for more. You were settling. You are better than that. That's the hardest part for people to understand. Because most people struggle with self-confidence, with self-love, the courage to live life without a partner until they heal. And then you heal, you become a better person, a stronger person. You learn how to create boundaries. You learn how to say no. You fill up your cup first. At that point, then start thinking about the type of person that you want to manifest and you want as a partner or whatever it is, a friend in your life. And you write all those down. And let me tell you, details are very important, like every little specific detail. Because I did that once and I forgot some key elements, like age. Yeah, that one really bit me in the ass. So now I have rules, I have boundaries, I have like, hey, If someone is like, you know, more than 5 years older than me or younger than me, it's not. I won't do it. So those are my boundaries. Those are my, you know, what I put in place for me so that I don't make the same mistake again. Now, I can't promise you that we're not going to make the same mistake again, because what I've also learned is that we have something called a covert narcissist. Yes, a covert narcissist. They are really good players. Really good players. And then when you call them a player, they'll probably ghost you for a while until there's a rebound, you know, where you can like, well, if you don't know about covert narcissism and you don't know about toxic relationships or games or manipulation, you don't know until you know. So that's also the thing. It's like, okay, so I had this experience now. The goal is to grow, to change, to be aware, to learn, to not make the mistake again, to really be mindful, to pay attention, It is so important to get cues, to really like, I mean, trust your intuition. That's number one. You know, we're not taught to trust our intuition when we're growing up because we have people taking care of us. But once we're old enough, wow, look at that. That's the water. That's the sky. They match. It's a mirror. You know, people are a mirror too. So covert narcissists will mirror you. They will learn everything about you and they will mirror you, and you think they are a match made in heaven. A match made in heaven. I might take a walk. Let's get another angle, because I think, yeah. Okay, so we're going to take a walk. So that's the game. And then they get you. They hook, line, and sinker you. Sink you. Sinker. They hook, line, and sink you. So once they got you, and they've love bombed you, then that's it. Then, whoo, look at the moon. Where is it? It's up there. Sorry, it's hard to see. They love bomb you, and then they start the cycle. The devaluing, degrading, the trauma bond. Oh, the trauma bond. Oh, man. Ouch. That shit hurts. That's Philly over there, if you can see that city. Philly. So these are things to be very mindful of and intuitive about who you allow in your life and who you don't, and who you will date and who you won't. Because let me tell you what, everything is energy. Everything is energy. So if everything is energy and you are close-knit with a person, you are bringing in their energy into your energy field. And let me tell you what, I'm going to wrap this one up. But when you bring someone into your energy field like that over and over again, and like if you're intimate, that takes a very long time. I think it's actually 7 or 8 years. I forget the exact, but it's like 7 or 8 years to get that out of your system. Think about that. I will leave you on that pretty intense note. So just protect your inner peace. Create boundaries. Learn how to say no. Learn how to let go. And learn to understand that you're not owed an apology. Toxic people will not apologize. Never, not once, ever. So the trick is to be grateful that they're no longer in your life and they found another supply and you are no longer receiving that abuse, and they were probably your biggest teacher. My former narcissistic relationship, biggest teacher to boot. And I'm a spiritual practitioner. I've gone through lots of studies, lots of different certifications. And that one person who put me through hell multiple times over and over again, trauma bond, was my biggest teacher to boot. So guess what? I'm so grateful because then now I get to use that pain for my power to help others. So thank you for being here. If you know of anyone who could use this information or whatever, I'm about to like go down this rabbit hole. I didn't want to go down the rabbit hole of like talking about narcissism, but the need I feel is so great. And I know that I have this in me to be able to help people on a level that a lot of people can't, especially therapists, because they've not lived it. I've lived it. I've lived it. I know it. And so that's why I show up, and I'm going to show up. And it's not comfortable. It's not easy, but that's where the beauty is for me as well, as a person to grow. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon. Subscribe, follow, share. Okay, bye.